Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and this nice plant here covering the wall in front of me is the Virginia creeper. Oh man, while not a Minecraft character, the Virginia creeper is just as dangerous. Well, why is it so dangerous? It is a vine, and it's a very fast growing vine. And it's a very fast climbing vine because it has those tendrils. Let's find the spot where you can see that better. It has tendrils with little adhesive discs, so it can climb very quickly up the walls of buildings, up cliffs, and especially the trunks of trees. And it is so vigorous, it can actually outcompete the trees carrying it for sunlight. It can basically, kill them by preventing them to photosynthesize, or even kill them by its sheer weight, weighting them down and bending or breaking them. It's native to the, mostly eastern central United States and Canada, maybe introduced in the West, but it's a very popular ornamental throughout the world, especially in temperate and cooled areas. I guess you can see why. It has this beautiful red autumn foliage. However, it is introduced in large parts of Europe and considered an invasive species, which is quite hard to fight, especially in riparian habitats. As you can see here behind me, there is just a single tree which is being covered in Virginia creeper. No, actually 2, 3, okay, there in the background I can see more. And if you would go like just a couple 100 meters upriver, by the way, here we have the nice old city of Heidelberg with the world famous castle. And if you would walk a couple 100 meters upriver, you would see a lot of riparian vegetation and trees being completely covered by the Virginia creeper. Well, but it doesn't only have bad sides, it also has good sides. Well, it's very beautiful, and you can also use it as a type of air conditioner. Well, while you should plant ivy on the northern side of your houses in temperate climates to isolate them from the cold, especially from the winter cold, you should plant this on the southern side. Why? Well, ivy is evergreen, and in winter it will add another protective layer to your house's insulation, while the Virginia creeper is deciduous, as you can see here. The leaves are already falling. So in summer, if you plant it on the southern side of your house, well, it will crawl up the walls very quickly, as you can see here. Really thin branches growing several meters in a year, so it will cover the south-facing wall of your house very quickly. It will not damage your wall unless you rip it off. Then those little discs on the tendrils will rip off some of the paint on your wall. And then in summer it will shade your wall from the hot summer sun, while in winter your wall will be exposed to the rare winter sunlight. Nice plant, but still invasive and so on. I would rather not plant it. By the way, there is another species, the false Virginia creeper. So this is the true Virginia creeper or Victorian creeper or 5-finger vine. I guess you can see why it's called this. Parthenocissus quinquefolia is the Latin name, and the false Virginia creeper is called Parthenocissus incerta. The difference is here the true Virginia creeper has those adhesive discs at the end of the tendrils, and the false Virginia creeper lacks them. The tendrils of the false Virginia creeper can wrap around other branches and even around itself, but they don't have those little suckers at the end. Okay, let's try the fruit. The Virginia creeper is in the Vitaceae, so it's not even called a vine, it's also related to the vine which we use to make wine. But a lot of those grapes, yeah, you can call them grapes in this case, a lot of grapes in the grape family, Vitaceae, although they might look like edible grapes, are not really edible because they are filled with little oxalate crystals, and the Parthenocissus species I have tried are not really encouraging. Not so bad at first. You taste some sweetness and also some almost grape-like flavor, although nothing special, but after 1 or 2 seconds the oxalate crystals hit you on the tongue and in your throat, and basically if you eat a handful of those you will have a sore throat for like hours. So yeah, although you might try a fruit or two, I advise against it, because even without the oxalate crystals it wouldn't really be worth the trouble, but with those crystals it's just painful. As far as I know, I don't know any traditional uses or uses for food of this species. It is in the grape family, but I guess since the berries are very unpleasant to eat, there is no recorded use for it as far as I could find. There are other Parthenocissus species which are used to make sugar, but not this one. I guess for a good reason. So folks, this was the Virginia creeper, the true Virginia creeper, Parthenocissus incerta. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the parks, gardens and beautiful river banks of the romantic city of Heidelberg. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.